Hey guys, how you doing? Uncle Bob here once again with another video, and today we're going to be doing a review of the DC Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom DVD review. Sorry, I don't look at my best at the moment, or I don't most days, but I thought I'd try and do the videos a bit different, or this one. Yeah, so let's get on with the review of Aquaman. So yeah, Aquaman, the and the Lost Kingdom, which is the second one from the Aquaman film series, and going off the events of the second one. Obviously, Jason, I can never seem to pronounce his surname. Is it Jason Momoa or something like that? Yeah, I can never seem to pronounce some people's surnames, but you know the guy, same one from played Aquaman in the first one, and then playing him again, and obviously he played him in the Justice League, played Aquaman, with Batman and Superman and all the others in that. So yeah, I think he done a pretty good job in the first Aquaman. I've only actually seen the first Aquaman a couple of times. I'm not sure if I've seen it 2 or 3 times, but not many. I'll probably watch it again now that I've got this, because I tend to watch stuff. I tend to watch stuff that's only like single release films, like only a few times, but stuff that's more of a franchise. Because I'm, if you've seen a lot of my stuff, I'm all about franchises and getting stuff that's got more sequels. So I'm all about franchises. I tend to watch stuff that's had more sequels and a franchise. But yeah, I thought he'd done a really good job in the first one, pretty good. And then the second one, I think he does just as good. Obviously looks the part. She's got the look and the physique of the, obviously what got him the gig. So yeah, it definitely looks good in it. Yeah, so he's pretty good. He's sort of getting, he's sort of becoming more, he's getting more film roles now, isn't he? As he sort of gets more into his, because like as Dwayne Johnson rocks, he's been in films for like 20 odd years now, but Jason has not been in as many, and he's getting more roles now, isn't he? Like with films and like Aquaman, Fast and Furious and stuff. So he's getting more better as it goes along. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good in this. Now also you've got Amber Heard in this as well. Obviously she was in the first one. Didn't actually think. I think there was some doubt that she wasn't going to be in this because all the trouble she had with Johnny Depp. I know I don't think it was ever proven actually, because one person said one thing and one person said the other, but there was no real evidence to say, I mean, I was drawn towards going with Johnny's side, but I wouldn't like to think that if he did hit her, then I wouldn't support him, if he did do that, and it's just one person's word against the other, and something like that. You just can't, if there's no substantial evidence. But so all the business with that, he didn't think she was going to be in it. She is in it. And Patrick Wilson is in it. Don't really know much about him. And obviously Nicole Kidman, obviously the legend. She's been loads of stuff. don't ask me to pronounce this guy's name, because there's just no, without getting it wrong. But yeah, I think it's this guy, this gentleman, which I believe was, as I said, I've only seen the first one a couple of times. I'm just trying to think if he was in it. I can't remember who the villain. I can't actually remember who the villain was in this now. But I remember because in this he aligns himself with his former foe. So I'm trying to think if that was him. Yeah, but yeah. So there's people that's in it. Now, as I said, coming off the events of the first one, the gist of most of the story is basically there's something about an ancient power that's buried, and obviously the villain is trying to, unleash the power. It's obviously, just some complicated storyline. But yeah, anyway, it's this powerful enemy is, something new that he can't sort of defeat on his own. So basically, he teams up with this guy. He aligns himself with his adversary to go against this new threat. And that's basically the gist of it. It starts sort of, going to affect the world, the, fantasy world that they live in. And, yeah, and he's trying to protect his family and all that. And yet, I mean, the story is, I wouldn't say the best idea. It's a bit average, if I'm being honest. It's not the best story that I could come up with. I think going on the first one, I think the first one, was really, really good, and it sort of worked, and it was fresh, and it was something new, and it sort of seemed to work. As this one is sort of like, I don't know, you don't seem to be in it as much as the first one. You sort of not feeling it as much for some reason. I just don't know why. Maybe it's just not as good. I mean, I thought yeah, it's a big blockbuster, and I always tend to enjoy most of them. Majority of the action is pretty good. Uh, the action sequences. Most of the time the action sequences in these type of films don't disappoint. They always deliver. And the fighting is pretty good, and the special effects are, out of this world, and all that is good. But I just don't think the storyline was there. Yeah, but you just sense of things. You just don't seem to get into it as much as the first one. I think I've said this on a few other sequels, but yeah, you just don't feel it as much as the first one. Yeah, if they're going to make another one, I think they need to do something bigger than this. I mean, maybe this franchise just isn't working. I mean, it's never going to be as popular as like Superman or Batman. But as I say, if they make a couple more films, maybe it'll get more popular and try and make it a bit better. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe just I don't know. It's just something that's yeah, just maybe not as exciting as the first one. But anyway, so we've talked about the story, and as I said, the special effects is pretty good. And the time's pretty good on this actually. It's not something that's too short and not over long actually. Because this is something when I say about sometimes some things are too long. Sometimes it's too short. Too short, but I think this was just all right. This is just hanging around, sort of like, by the time you take away the end credits, it's sort of like about 1:30 50, just over, just around, sort of around the area. So I think that's fairly okay for this, to be honest. The first one's a lot longer. I think that's like 15 or 20 minutes longer, I think. I was looking at the time the other day. But yeah, it's all right, the length and that, so no issues there. So it's not, because as I said, you know, where you're not sort of feeling it's the oven is sort of not as good. It's not something where you've got to sit through, over the time, like 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's something that's, you've only got to sit through it for, about an hour and 50, which is not too bad. Sorry, I keep yawning. Yeah. Sorry, I'm doing this video in the early hours, so I'm due to wanting to get some rest after this. So it's been a long, stressful day. So yeah, I need a few hours sleep after this. But anyway, going back to this. So yeah, time is good. Yeah, special effects is good. Fighting is good. No issues there. And as I said, Jason is pretty good. The others are alright. Kidman and Amber and that. I mean, it's quite nothing major, big that they do that's going to be remembered. But it's just in it, sort of. But yeah, Jason, as I said, he's coming on better. The more films he's doing, as I said, he makes a good Aquaman, to be fair. Couldn't really see anyone else doing that role. Yeah, the action's good. As I said, the storyline, I don't know, just something about it, you just don't feel it as much, which is just, I don't know, it doesn't seem to work. Or maybe they've just done sort of these types of storylines, too many times before, and people are just getting fed up with it. I don't know. But as I say, that's just my opinion on that. But yeah, I think, as I said, Jason's performance is pretty good. So yeah. I mean, the beginning's pretty good, and then it picks up towards the end, and the middle of it is all right. So there's no sort of complaints with that. It's just really, I think to be honest, I think it's just mainly the main thing really is the storyline. It's just something that's not really that great. But as I said, that's just my opinion. Some other people might think there's nothing wrong with the storyline. But yeah, as I said, time good. Acting's alright. Action, no problems there, or special effects. It's just really the sort of storyline that's been done, probably too many times as it is. But yeah, yeah. As I said, yeah, it's all right, but it's not as good as the first one. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch the first one again. Because I think I've only seen it a couple of times. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it again because I've just watched this and I just want to refresh my memory on a few things and just watch it. And just watch it because I've watched this and I haven't watched the first one for quite a while, so I want to go back and watch that again. So that's what I'm going to be doing as regards to that when I get the chance to watch it, because we're like working and doing other sort of jobs as well, and I've got a few care and responsibilities, so it's whenever I get the time to watch the stuff. Really, I mean, it took me a few days to get around to watch this, so yeah, that's I've got a bit of stress and stuff to go through at the moment, but it's just getting by and then trying to find the time to sort of kick back and put on a movie. But as I said, yeah, overall, all right. and then just a storyline really. But yeah, I would definitely recommend checking it out. Anyway, it's definitely worth a look if you haven't seen it. Grab a copy and then check it out. Yeah, so guys, that's going to be it on this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you don't get too fed up with if I blabber on too much sometimes. I try and do best I can when it comes, especially when it comes to reviews. I really do try and put the effort in when I do these reviews, and certainly I always want to try and improve. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have subscribed, thanks for all your support. Couldn't have got to this far with the channel without your support, so thanks a lot for that. And yeah, so guys, that's going to be it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm off to get a few hours sleep now because it's the early hours of the morning. I'm absolutely exhausted, so yeah, I'm going to be getting a few hours kip, and then starting the day off again, working and all the stress and all that. Yeah, on with another day. So guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. See you. Bye for now. See you soon.